Hey seniors, here we are. It's June 3rd, you're about to take your final exam. I wish I was in the classroom with you so I could wish you very good luck, but I'm not. So I'm here to wish you really good luck. And this is it. You're gonna submit it today. Reach out to me if you have questions. You can message me in Schoology. You can call me, all right, or text me. I'll share my phone number with you again in this message. And you can join one of our live Zooms, one at 12:30 and one at 3. The invites are in the calendar, so the upcoming calendar, which I'll share with you, and you just click on the link and there you are. So 12:30 and 3 are the live Zooms. But again, you're gonna write the essay today. I'm gonna show it to you right now, and you're gonna get started and give yourself time, give yourself a quiet space. So you should have a space that you can work. Get yourself prepped, pretend, it's school and you're really taking a final exam because you are. So give yourself that time and space. Get some music ready if that works for you. I'll share a study playlist that I found on Spotify that I kind of like to work to. It's like good background music, and it also helps your brain get into the right wave frequency for you to focus. So there's some music that does that for you. So I'll share a playlist with that on it. Maybe that's useful. I'll also share on Spotify, I found this playlist. It's like a grad party playlist for when you're done, not probably while you're writing it, but so that you can celebrate a little bit too, because that's going to be important because you're going to finish a class today when you hand in this final exam. So do celebrate once you're done with this exam. Also, you might want some healthy snacks nearby, a drink, a nice healthy beverage to sip on. All right, here I go. I got my nice healthy drink. I've got my setup. I'm ready. Now I'm going to screen share with you so you can see what my screen looks like as I would prepare to write this essay. So here I go. I'm going to be on my Chromebook or my device, whatever you're using. And I am in Schoology. So I'm in Schoology. Here's my class. I'm finding the final exam is right here. Keeping in mind the final exam tips folder is still open. That helps you with a variety of things, including setting up your document. The articles are right here too. You're going to need those because you need to cite evidence. There's a video in here about citing evidence, what it should look like. So if you haven't taken the time to do that, hit up the citation video. I'll show it to you. So this is the setup, the actual document. This is the citations, what they should look like in your paper. And this is just a review of how to embed and punctuate quotes. So those 3 videos are already out there. There's a grammar checker. Yes, use the grammar checker. We don't really need these. I might even hide them because we're not writing argumentatives. It's discuss essays, which the outlines are here, but I also put an outline on the assignment. So I'm going to show you that. So this again is the tip folder. So I have all of that to help me. And again, you need these articles. So this is the climate change articles, and this is the online learning. I'm going to go ahead and say, I think the online learning essay is the easier essay. It asks you to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. That is so simple, especially since the articles were set up where they just basically list for you the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. With that said, if you're really determined about writing on climate change, that's the other topic choice. And here are the articles to do that. It's a cause and effect essay. So we just did an assignment, a cause and effect assignment. So really you're gonna organize it based on the effects of, global warming on climate change. So you need to go through these articles and figure out a couple of different effects that global warming is having on climate change and organize your essay based on that. So with that said, I'm going to open this and I'm going to notice Mrs. Dukoski put some directions in here that I am going to read carefully. So it says, hey everyone, game on. It is game on. Get a little excited. We're not at school to rally together, but this is a game on for you. It's a final. So this is a final exam. You're going to open the PDF, which is here before you click happy. Let's just look at these outlines. So open the PDF that has the prompts. You have to hand it in today. You're going to submit it here. We'll talk about that in a second. You're going to choose either climate change or online learning. And again, I just talked about that. I do believe the online learning essay is a little bit easier. Both prompts, but your choice. Both prompts ask you to discuss. So I would recommend using the outlines below. Contact me if you have questions. So these are not argumentative essays, they're discussion essays. So you have to be balanced in your approach. You need to share, both sides or equal sides, equal viewpoints without really taking a side. So you're going to do that like third person point of view where you're really just a reporter giving us information about this topic, whichever one you choose. So here's the online learning. Remember to be objective, report equally about all sides of the topic. It's not an argument. Introduction, you're going to introduce this topic of online learning. You might want to go to the articles or look at the assignment page to help you. Your thesis is objective. So remember, your thesis is going to be something about how there are both advantages and disadvantages to consider when discussing online learning. So you have to do both, all right, equal. Body 1 is a general topic overview. I would expand more on what online learning is, use the articles to help you, so kind of like defining the topic. And then you get into the specifics. Body paragraph 2, choose one side, either advantages or disadvantages, and discuss in detail that side. And then the next body paragraph will be whatever you didn't do. You'll flip sides. And again, without you choosing your opinion, you're just going to share with us both sides. So you're going to give us the, opposite side, the either advantage or disadvantage, and give us in detail what those are and give evidence from the articles with citations. And then a conclusion, just a quick summary of your major points. So that one I think is pretty simple. Or, and again, you have to use evidence and cite it from the articles, or climate change. So climate change, you have to be objective too. You're going to report equally. It asks you to discuss equally about all sides of the topic, and it's going to be a cause and effect. So you're going to introduce the general topic, which is this idea, and you have to look at it. It asks about not just climate change in general, but global warming and its effect on climate change. All right, so your thesis is objective, not opinion. It should be balanced and equal. And then I would recommend body paragraph 1, take a deeper look at the topic. So kind of like, what is global warming? Define it, explain this to your reader. Pretend we're, dropped off on Earth from another planet and we don't know anything about global warming. So really kind of tell us about global warming in the first body paragraph. And then the next 2 body paragraphs should be effects. So choose one major effect of global warming on climate change. And they recommend that it could be a social effect, it could be environmental, it could be health. Use the articles for help, and you have to cite evidence. But yeah, this should be one major effect that global warming has had on climate change. And then the 4th body paragraph should be another major effect, a different one, that global warming has had on climate change with details and evidence cited. And the conclusion is just, again, a wrap up, a summary of your major points, these effects of global warming on climate change. And the articles also do a nice job of like maybe foreshadowing what the future looks like in terms of global warming and climate change. So it might be nice in the conclusion to sort of like mention the foreseeable future with this lens of, taking consideration about global warming and climate change. So those are the outlines that I would recommend you use. And here, again, you need the articles, which are, I'll just click back quickly. They are right here, climate change, online learning. All right, and then the assignment itself is right here. So I'm gonna view it. This is just the description page that Ulster sends us. All right, dun, dun, dun. Here we go. So the first one they talk about is climate change. So they describe really nicely what climate change is and that it's happening on our planet, right? Because that's your topic. And that a lot of things have been that need to be examined due to this thing called global warming. All right, they define global warming for you. So these are things I really feel like you would need to do before you can get into what the effects of global warming are. So in your introduction, you're going to give a brief, what is global warming topic? And then that first body paragraph, really, again, defining global warming for your reader before you can tell us what the effects are. And again, here's the well-written essay. You got your document set up. It has to be MLA formatted. It's going to be at least 500 words. That's 2 full pages with the double spacing. And again, discuss the major effects of global warming on climate change. So again, and they mentioned you can use, but are not limited to, social effects, environmental, health effects. These are topics that might become body paragraphs, all right? These are effects. With that, you're going to use articles and you're going to cite them. So again, use that outline that I posted. Or here's online education. Again, I'm going to say it 50 times. I think this is the easier essay. Online education, they define it for you. What you're gonna have to do, that's something important in your, before you can get into details for that first body paragraph, give your reader like a nice definition, a nice overview of what this online education is, and use your articles to help you. So they've kind of done that for you here. You're experiencing it yourself. It does say in the essay of at least 500 words, that's 2 pages. It has to be MLA formatted. So it's double spaced 2 pages. Discuss, again, it's not an argumentative, advantages and or disadvantages. So I recommend doing both and separating them as 2 different body paragraphs. And again, the first body paragraph would be just kind of telling me about online education. And then the second body paragraph would be, you know, one, either advantage or disadvantage. And the third body paragraph would be the other, and give details from the articles and cite them. All right, but again, you're just discussing, so you have to present ideas balanced and equally without, you know, making it an argumentative and choosing a side. So remember, you're like a reporter, a third person, just reporting about the topic to your reader, pretending like you're just informing them is really your goal. All right, so again, remember to support with specifics, incorporate quotes from the articles, proofread it, and you are allowed to use, you know, the grammar checkers and spell checks. So I posted one of those. There's that grammar checker, you know, use whatever program you have on your computer. Maybe you have Grammarly, but I did put that just free grammar checker that we've been using where you pop your text into this text box. So feel free, they give you permission to use a nice grammar checker before you submit it. All right, so this is that free one, and proofread it yourself, free check. So with that, I'm gonna go back. One last thing I wanna talk about, when you hand it in, you're gonna download a copy to hand in. So I just wanna show you what that looks like. So here I am, I'm ready, I got my essay, it looks really nice, and I'm gonna hand it in. So now when I hand it in, mine's gonna look a little different because mine is a creation thing, but the thing that I want you to pay attention to is this file button right here. So when you go to submit, you're gonna go to the bottom left here to file, all right? And then here's my document. When I save my document, because I have to upload the file, I'm gonna go to File, Save As, this is super important, download a copy, a Word copy. Download. Yes, show in folder. So this is my essay. And it's going to be in this folder. All right, I'm going to see it in the folder. Come on. So here it is in the folder. I'm going to just minimize that. I want to show you that one more time. File, save as, download a Word copy. They don't want a PDF. They told me that specifically. So make sure when you download a copy, it's the Word, the one with the W. All right, download a Word copy. All right, again, we just did that download. So I have it, I've already done that. Now that I have it downloaded, I'm gonna go back here. And when I submit, I'm gonna go to this file button. And I'm gonna choose my file that I've already downloaded. See, here's my Word file, my composition, and I'm gonna open it, right? And then yours is gonna have the submit option. Mine doesn't have that. But so you'll see it, all right? You'll see it down here. See how you can see mine? And then you submit it. All right, with that, I'm going to stop the share. So make sure you reach out to me. I'm thinking of you, I'm here for you. And please watch this video because it gives you like kind of the final tips about how to finish off the essay and hand it in, because you have to hand it in today. All right, and pay attention to the directions because that's super important. Okay, let me know if you need help. I'm here for you. Bye.